Am I the astronaut for expecting my brother and his fiancée to change their wedding date because it's the weekend I usually take my annual solo cabin trip? So my 31 female younger brother, 28 male, is getting married this October. Cool, I love that for him, but they chose the second weekend of October for their wedding, which is the exact weekend I've gone on my annual solo cabin trip every year since I was 24, which is 7 years. That trip is how I recharge. No phone, no people, just me in the woods, and my Kindle is basically sacred. When I saw the save the date, I immediately called him and asked if they could move it to the following weekend. He laughed at first, then realized I was serious and got kind of weird. He said, we already booked the venue, vendors, etc., but it's still months away, and they're not even having that many people. I reminded him that everyone knows that's my weekend, and I even declined a friend's birthday trip last year because it overlapped. My mom tried to mediate and told me to just skip the cabin this year, but why should I rearrange my life for their decision? Do you hear the words coming out of your face right now, Pete? Especially when they didn't even ask if the date worked for close family before locking it in. Now they're mad because I RSVP'd no and told them I'd be unavailable that weekend, per tradition. His fiancée texted me something snarky about, sorry, our wedding is inconveniencing your forest vibes. I like her. I just think if they really want to be there, they would have been more thoughtful. Am I really the a-hole for protecting my peace? Oh, now it's protecting your peace. It's funny, it's changed. The title in the beginning was, am I the astronaut for expecting my brother and his fiancée to change their wedding date because it's the weekend I usually take my annual solo cabin trip? And now it's, am I the astronaut for protecting my peace?
Quit being a butthead and go a different weekend in October. Why are you being such a little prick about it? Like that, I don't understand. You're like, well, then don't go to the wedding. But your actions have consequences, and so whatever happens will happen.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's, I guess, but yes, you're the asshole in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'd go 2 or 3.
2 or 3, not a 1.
I mean, I don't think he's a terrible human being. I think he's just a little bitch baby, but that's just my opinion.
I don't know. I was at a 2 already, but now I feel like it's worse than I initially thought here, because it is a, they should have known better. And then also the balls to message somebody when you receive their save the date and immediately ask them to move it because that's your solo time.
They wouldn't send out a save the date if they hadn't already booked stuff.
This is entitlement. You know what I mean? This is somebody feels so entitled that they are all the people that are going to this wedding, and he said it's not going to be that many people. Let's say at least 20, right? 20 people don't matter as much as I matter. That's what he's essentially saying here.
I mean, I would just tell him not to come then. Really consider your invite revoked.
Yeah.
Have fun in the forest, buddy.
What were you trying to say, Tony Spark? Oh, he's she. Okay, so she.
Yep.
OP, fine, sorry. So she...
I thought you said male too.
Wanted to inconvenience everyone else instead of having to give something up for themselves. And the whole argument about it's still months away, so is your cabin trip. It can happen a different time. Moving your cabin trip would be a hell of a lot easier than
100%.
moving a wedding.
Well, and I think with venues too, there's only certain dates available. You don't get to be as choosy and picky as you can about a cabin date, in my opinion.
I would agree.
She just seems like she's being, I'm sorry, I'll say it again, a bitch baby.
A bitch baby.
I don't grow the up and just don't go or do go.
Quit being a little bitch baby.
Your solutions.
Fussy little
Yes. Your solutions are much easier than trying to move a wedding. And you can make whatever choice you want to make, but you are responsible for your actions and the consequences that follow.
Oh, you said you had OP at Ascon 2, right?
That was, yeah.
Or you said 2 or 3. You know what? I'm sticking with 2. I think you're right that it's not this isn't an evil person. This isn't somebody who's trying to be destructive. This is just somebody who's really entitled and self-centered. And as a solo person, that they have their solo boundaries, and this is the way that they're used to operating, and that's fine. But you have to understand that sometimes those boundaries are going to bump into other people's boundaries, and when that happens, there's going to be some collisions that have some saltiness involved. And that's what's happening. So